I uploaded this video probably 2 hours ago, but I was watching it and I realized I made an editing mistake, so I'm re-uploading it. And hope you guys do enjoy this video. And if you already watched it, just please drop a like on it. And you know, obviously I'm not gonna make you rewatch it. I mean, I can't make you. But anyways, hope you guys do enjoy this video. And like always, peace. Sorry about that.
What's up, guys? Alex Jason back here with a brand new video. Hopefully, great day for your night. If you guys are in this world, Markelle Fultz wants out of Philadelphia, or do the 76ers want to get rid of him? I don't know. I'm going to be talking about that in today's video. I have my opinions on what would be the best fit for Markelle Fultz in a trade situation and why the Philadelphia 76ers would want to get rid of this solid, great young talent, Markelle Fultz, formerly the #1 pick in the 2017 NBA Draft. Let's jump right into the video. So this is Markelle Fultz's first official year in the NBA. I mean, he played a little bit last year, but he was hurt and stuff like that. Almost 8 points a game this year. Almost 3 rebounds, 3 assists, excuse me, and almost 1 steal a game. That's not a bad stat line for a second-round pick. It's not a bad stat line for a bench player. It'd be pretty darn good, actually. But when you're the starting point guard on a team and you're the #1 pick, at least I would, and I hope everybody else would, expect something a little bit better than that. You know, maybe like 13 points a game, rebounds and assists are fine, and steals are fine. But the points is really where it struggles at. Have you seen his shot? I personally have made fun of it in a video prior. Have you seen this guy's shot? Especially his new free throw? Man, that thing's amazing. Have you seen his new free throw shot? I'll play the clip right now.
O'Neal just checked in, picked up the foul, and the free throw is down by Markelle Fultz. He was the #1 overall pick out of Washington back in 2017. He's good for about 9 points a game.
And there's a lot of questions, Bowler, whether the yips are gone or not. And watch his free throw here. Let's watch it. He had one the other night that was very questionable. Whoa, he's holding. It's a little off. Maybe that's.
I know it's something to it's like something to just stare at and I don't know what I was gonna say, manifest. I don't even know if that's the right word, but just something to behold. That shot is something really, really bad. There's something wrong there. And prior last year, he was out because he had a shoulder issue. I think it was more of a confidence issue. His shoulder was definitely hurt because there was fluid in it. It was in the injury report. But I think it was more of a confidence issue. And now, I just want to read some quotes here. Bench player, TJ McCollum says, "No one deserves to go through what he's going through." This is on all the criticism he gets. He does. I guess he really does not deserve all this criticism, Markelle Fultz. But on the second hand, he kind of does, in the way of he's a laughing stock of the league. I kind of feel bad for him. I mean, there's some other ones here. He doesn't deserve all this criticism. He tries his best. That's Coach Brett Brown. He really puts all the effort in. If it's for real, and so he talks about the trade here. If it is for real and he needs to go, if he needs to go and see a further sort of consultant, we'll be happy to do what's best for him. I don't know. At the moment, I think the best option for him would have to be, or the best option for the 76ers, because I don't care about where Markelle Fultz goes. I really don't. I think it would be the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are one of those teams. They have a lot of assets for teams that just need that extra step. Raptors, Celtics probably have one of the best bench depth in the league. And if the 76ers get that, my camera's good for dying about once a video. Anyways, if the 76ers, I think I was talking about their bench depth. It was a few minutes ago at this point. Yeah, I was talking about their bench depth. If their bench depth goes up, they're definitely contending against the Raptors. Definitely contending against the Warriors. They'll crush the Celtics if their bench depth gets any better. They probably could beat them right now based on their 10-9 start. I mean, 9-10 start. I don't like to talk about it. Anyways, they're going to get better. Trust me. See us rise. I think this Sixers could trade Markelle Fultz to the Cavaliers. Markelle Fultz and Colin Sexton. I know they're both point guards, but one of them could run the shooting guard. Probably more Colin Sexton, because Fultz is not really much of a shooter based on what we've seen so far in his career. But you could get back as assets Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, and maybe a second-round pick going back to Philadelphia, or at least one of those two with a pick. That's really, really good bench value, because you have J.J. Redick. Adding Kyle Korver would make you even better. Adding J.R. Smith, who's a ball handler and can pass. He's like a little bit of everything. I know he's old. Same with Kyle Korver, but J.R. Smith especially can do. He's a man of many talents. Yes, he did actually ruin the Cavaliers' chances of even getting one game in the finals, but he is a man of many talents, and I think he would help out the 76ers very much if he went to the team. Also, another thing is the 76ers, another reason why Markelle Fultz should get traded. The 76ers, they have completed the process. When they drafted Markelle Fultz, they're kind of like, at that moment, the middle stages of the process. They had an uprising star in Ben Simmons. They drafted, it was about to be Ben Simmons' first year. We didn't really know what he was going to do, but he manifested into something really, really good. I think he's a little bit overrated, but he's kind of like a tank. Like, you can't stop him in the paint, but if he ever got a shot, if he does get a shot, he'll probably be one of the best players in the league efficiency-wise and overall play. So that's another reason why I think they should get rid of Markelle Fultz, because they completed the process. A few weeks ago, they just got Jimmy Butler. That just completed the process. He's an all-star caliber player. Him and Embiid, that's a scary matchup. Plus Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, T.J. McConnell off your bench, possibly J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver. That's something to very much look at. Amir Johnson, solid defensive player. That's something very scary, and I look forward to seeing what happens here with Markelle Fultz. I have one more trade scenario I'd like to talk about, and I think that'll about do it. The San Antonio Spurs. You're going to say, look, the San Antonio Spurs, they don't need any talent. They have LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan. Yes, I've said this in previous videos. They have no point guard. Their starting point guard right now is something White. I haven't really thought about looking it up because he's not that good. He's like came from the G League or something. They need a starting point guard. Markelle Fultz, he could fill that valve for the rest of the season. Yes, he's nothing special, but he's better than what they have right now with DeJounte Murray out. You know, Patty Mills, he's not really very productive. I mean, he's fine off the bench, but that'd be a great asset for the 76ers to acquire. But right now, the San Antonio Spurs, I think they need a point guard, and Markelle Fultz, I think, would be a good fit with them. He can pass, he can defend, as I said with these stats, almost 1 steal, almost 4 assists, almost 4 rebounds. If he he's not doing bad. It's really just, excuse me. He's really just not doing what he needs to do for a first-round pick. He'd be a solid bench player, but he does not have the confidence. That's the biggest thing I've been hearing. When it comes down to it, in the NBA, or even in my high school league, I don't even have the best confidence. If I had better confidence, I'd probably be averaging like 10-plus points a game, like anybody. You just have to get your confidence up and trust yourself. And right now, you see him at the free throw line. You saw it earlier in this video. His confidence is not there. He's trying all different things. He's going like, what's that gonna do? Like, DeAndre Jordan, this is just a little bit of an example, confidence thing. He has a little bit of this thing he does before every free throw. He used to be the worst free throw shooter in the league by far. He's actually one of the best this year. But now, he before every free throw, just to get his mind off it, he starts talking to like one of his teammates while he's like warming up, and then he goes right into it. I don't know what Markelle Fultz needs to do. The talent is there. We've all seen it in college. We've seen glimpses of it in his career so far. He just needs to do something to hold up to his potential and get that star-like. But I was about to say something nice, but that star-like potential or whatever out of him. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video, and like always, peace.